Hey YouTube, it's your boy Danny, and you already know who it is, basically. Um, I say it as if I'm a big YouTuber. Uh, I just wanted to get out a video because I felt like with how things have been going, we could use another video. We have a lot of content out, we have a lot of things out. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things. I wanted to have a discussion video real quick about the meta again, about how things are shaping up, about how people are playing, and how prevalent certain decks are. I wanted to ask you all, actually, if you see this video, please, in the community tab, go ahead and say whatever you want. Say whatever's on your mind. If you see this video and you want to comment, you want to message me, go ahead and say something. Danger is a thing. It's not a very good thing, but it's a thing. And actually, let me turn my microphone on. Some people say it helps, other people say it doesn't. So, just a real quick video. Danger is a thing, Thunder Dragons are a thing. Thunder Dragons are easy to beat. You kaiju Titan or Colossus, whichever's the bigger one. You kaiju it, it's a game over for them. But they're still a strong deck. I want feedback on that, on what you all think about it, on how you feel about Thunder Dragons. Orcust, I wanted to see how they were gonna shape up. They were hyped up as one of the stronger decks. I still believe that they're gonna be a strong deck, at least a tier 2 deck. I don't really know. We have other smaller decks like the Dino Wrestlers that people are counting on, that if you fuse it with regular dinos, it's one hell of a force. You have Salmongrates. Salmongrates are really interesting playing with Cyverse, because it's crazy to think that Cyverse for a long time didn't really have an archetype. It was just Cyverse, it's the type, and now it finally has an archetype. There's finally a Cyverse archetype, and we have Salmongrates, which are interesting with the reincarnation links, reincarnation link summoning. So a lot of things in the meta are gonna change. A lot of things are gonna happen. I don't know if you all know this or not, but check the ban list. There's a date on there, no sooner than the 20th, I think, of November. I think. I could be wrong. I know there's a date on there, I just don't know what the date is exactly. So get at that, check it out. Things are gonna get crazy, things are gonna get rough. I think for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, our time of peace is kind of over, I think. And by our time of peace, I mean our little healthy format that we used to have is kind of over. Which some would disagree that it was never healthy to begin with, that Sky Strikers and Gokis were unhealthy for the game, but I don't know. I would disagree with somebody to say that. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own thoughts. If you have something to say it. Please don't hold back. I want the comments. I want feedback. I want people to talk on this page. I want you to donate to my Patreon. I want people to donate to my Patreon. I want people to subscribe to us, and I want people to get at us and follow us on Facebook, and follow us at Epic Beast Pro 7 on Instagram. I want this community to grow. I want there to be a community. I want Team 1 Star to grow. I want you guys, the community, to like us, basically. I want you to accept us and accept us into the group. Yugi tubers that exists. We're not the best, I'll admit that. We misplay all the time. We have cards in our decks that don't make sense. Like, I don't know if you saw my DDD deck with the Observatory. It's useless in that deck. I misread the card. But Pinpoint Landing is a lot better. Like, Pinpoint Landing works a lot better in that deck. So, I don't know. And that's why we have deck remixes. Like, we have deck remixes so that we can fix our mistakes. And, you know, try not to be too harsh on us. Try not to be too... I know I'm asking the internet to not be too harsh on us, but I can't help it, you know? I'm gonna get some water real quick. So, anyway, going back to what we were originally talking about. Do you think Danger is going to be prevalent? Do you think Danger Dark Worlds are going to be prevalent? Do you think Danger BA is going to be prevalent? How powerful do you think these decks are going to be? Thunder Dragons, do you believe that they're the next meta? Do you believe that they're going to be the meta, the next top one deck? Do you think they're going to be the next Sky Strikers? I mean, Sky Strikers just got a new link. Well, they're going to get a new link. We'll see how powerful that is. Like I said in my last discussion video, Sky Strikers never bothered me. I never had a problem with Sky Strikers. I'm not trying to gloat. Somebody said that I was trying to like gloat and say that like I was a better duelist. Well, I'm not trying to gloat at all. I was just telling you the truth. I was telling you like it was. I mean, the deck never bothered me, you know. It was just I enjoyed playing against Sky Strikers. Rudy played Sky Strikers for a long time, and he widow anchored my shit all the time, and it didn't bother me. He linked away with it. He for a long time he was the only one of us who had a Boral Sword and a Boral load, and it was annoying, but we survived. You know, we got through it, and I think if you're a strong enough player, you can get through it too. You as a Yu-Gi-Oh player can get through just about anything as long as you put your mind to it. The game takes thought. It's up here. It's all up here. It's not just here with the money. A lot of people will tell you that like, oh, it's whoever can buy the most expensive cards. That's not true. It's how you play the game. If you're gonna get evenly matched, come back from it. Learn how to come back from it. Learn how to play around it. Learn how to get through it. If you're gonna get ashed, learn how to recover from it. I mean, it's not hard to recover from an ash, especially if you're... I'll even tell you this right now, like, Rudy ashes my Pot of Desires all the time. I don't care. I just take it. And then I come back. So, take that as a learning experience. Take it as a little bit of information. Take it as an inspiration. Take it how you want to take it. But most importantly, remember, there are ways to come back in this game of Yu-Gi-Oh! There are ways of trying to get where you gotta go. So, I was approached by some players who called themselves noobs. I don't like saying noob in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I would say fresh player. I would say new player. Somebody who's fresh to the game. Somebody who's new to the game. If you're new to the game, good. You know, learn it. Learn the combos. Learn the combo strings. Learn how to chain. Learn how to summon, learn all the different summoning mechanics, learn how to play pendulums, learn how to play XZs, links, synchros, learn it all, you know. And I know this is just a game, this is just a hobby for people, but for some people this is like their life, you know. Like, for some YouTubers, this is their life, like this is how they make money. But for the rest of us, we're casuals, we're just here for the fun, and we should be here for the fun, and you should be here for the fun too. And even if you're doing this for money, do it for fun. Have fun doing it. take each of your decks, make them fun, and make them what you want them to be. I just last night I put that what's it called, end of the world deck together. I put that together because I was bored, and it was pretty good. It trashed on some people last night, and I mean, it wasn't even complete. Like, I put a deck together that wasn't complete, that wasn't ready, that I profiled, and it trashed on people. So just play the game how you want to play it. Don't listen to the people that tell you, oh, you need infinite impervience, you need Ash Blossom. For a long time I played this game. I've been playing this game for a long time, and I will tell you, there's no hand trap in this game that should make you scoop because you got hand trapped. There's no card in this game that should make you scoop because it got played. Back then that was Dankoseka. Back then that was Shockmaster. Those made you scoop. Cards like that, Djinn Lock made you scoop. There was barely any outs to it, but now there's new cards, and the new cards aren't as powerful as these old cards were. I mean, power creep is real, I'll admit that, but like Djinn Lock was horrible, and Shock Lock was even worse. And I played Shock Lock with Inzectors, with windups versus Inzectors, and there was a windup player back when I was in high school. There was a windup player, skilled player, very skilled player by the name of Martin Olivares. Shout out to you, Martin, if you see this video. I don't know if you watch my content or not, but if you see it, I miss you, brother. So anyway, he was a skilled player. And then there was Josh Hadahi, skilled everything player. Like, he played everything. He played ninjas when they first got their lock. He played Cyber Dragons back in the day when they were just another a version of an OTK deck that existed. Anyway, getting back to my point again, I'm sorry I keep getting off topic. I've played this game for a long time, and I can tell you that you shouldn't feel bad because somebody has better cards than you. I know that's something that Rudy experiences, that when Rudy sees, like, for instance, he was a Sky Striker player for a long time. He could never afford engage, and he would always feel bad whenever he sees somebody with engage, and I know he wouldn't want to admit it, and he's probably not going to want to admit it even seeing this video, if he sees this video. But you shouldn't feel bad about that. Like, you shouldn't feel bad because you can't afford certain cards. You shouldn't feel bad because somebody is gloating that they have better cards than you. Because there's no such thing as having better cards than your opponent. Like, there's such a thing as being smarter than your opponent, because when to activate that engage, how to activate that engage, how you're gonna play that engage, when you're gonna play that engage. I mean, there's a multitude of things out there that can really screw up a player, you know? I mean, just take it for what it is, and remember, the game is always growing, the game is always changing. Play the game how you want to play it, and remember, catch me on turn 2. This is Danny, and I'm signing off.